What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to do a Social Security Fairness Act update. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails, and I haven't been replying directly to the emails, but what I'm doing is compiling the emails, and then I'm doing videos off those emails. So if you don't get a reply from me, that's the reason why. Sometimes I will reply just saying, thank you for the information. I'll take a look at it, but I might not be able to reply to every email. I'm getting a lot of emails. And so today I did receive a few emails as well as comments. Some of you guys have commented this. And so I want to go over it. I went over it before. Last week I went over it, but I'm going to go over it briefly today. And then we're going to take a look at some of the other issues when it comes to spousal benefits. You know, what paperwork do you need when it comes to spousal benefits if you're going to apply right now? And then at the very end, guys, watch to the end because I want to answer a comment. And I want you guys to also let me know how you feel about the current situation with the Social Security Fairness Act. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video. And if you're watching this video and you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me move right over to our split screen here. And I want to take a look. Now, this is coming directly from the Social Security website. Okay, this is the new update. It's new as of February 3rd. That was when they posted this part here. So we're going to read this, and then we'll go over what documents you'll need if you're applying for spousal benefits. Okay, so it says new here. It says, we'll take an application by phone for people who did not previously apply for retirement benefits of WEP or spouses or surviving spouses benefits because of GPO. And so basically what it's saying is they're going to do it over the phone. So you can do the appointment over the phone, which is good. I think it's a lot easier for people to do it over the phone as opposed to doing it online. If you're doing it on the website, it might be a little more difficult. You're not exactly sure. You might have questions, things like that. So if you do it over the phone, they can answer those questions. It says, if you meet these conditions, call, and they have the number here. So this is the phone number, 1-800-772-1213. And you're calling between Monday and Friday, between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When the system asks, how can we help you today, say Fairness Act. So that's all you have to do. Is just say Fairness Act. And then it says, then you'll be asked a few questions. Your answers will help us connect you to a WEP and GPO trained representative to take your claim. Now, this is something else you guys have been letting me know. You've been letting me know that some of the people that you've talked to over the phone, they don't really know what's going on when it comes to the elimination of WEP and GPO. And so it appears that they're training some, but some people might not have the information for you. So just be prepared for that. Okay, let's go back in here. And I want to take a look now at, I've had some people ask me, okay, well, what documents do I need? Now, you're going to get this information if you do the appointment, we'll get this information, but this might help you out in a situation where before you've called, at least you can start getting these things in order, start looking around for some of the different things that you need. So that way, when it comes to the time for you to apply on the phone, you'll at least have this documentation. Okay, so the first one here is proof of marriage. So marriage certificate or legal documentation, proof of U.S. citizenship or legal status, so your birth certificate, passport, naturalization certificate, or immigration documents, and social security numbers. Now, your social security number as well as your spouse's social security number. Birth certificates, yours and your spouse's, divorce decree, if that's applicable, bank information, so they're going to be sending you direct deposits, so you're going to need to have your banking information, and then work history, if applicable, for cases where your own work record affects your benefits. And now, understand, WEP and GPO has been eliminated, so this won't apply to you if you're receiving a pension, whereas in the past it did apply. So just be aware of that. Okay, military service record, if applicable, if either spouse served in the military, and W-2s or your self-employment tax return if applying based on recent earnings, and then childbirth certificate, if applicable, if applying based on caring for a dependent child under 16 or with a disability. Okay, so those are the requirements there, and you need to be 62 unless you're caring for a child who is has a disability, and I think then it's like 60. So that's what we're looking at right now. Now, I want to answer this question because someone posted this, and I have a few things to say. So this is Lion here. So it says, If you can't answer the following question, please say so. Now, when I look through comments, I don't always answer the comments. I read most of my comments, okay? I might not answer it, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll wait to see if more people are asking the same question, because I have a lot of people asking the same question, so I know, okay, this is something that's really important, so let me address it. But if I don't answer yours, it doesn't mean I'm not going to answer it in the future. You just need to stay tuned and watch the videos. Sometimes I won't just answer a question in the comment section because, let's say, 5 people have the same question. Well, if I answer one question in the comment section, then I have to answer another question. So I'm answering it 5 times, where I can just do a video, talk about it, and it will answer those questions. So I might not directly answer your question in a comment or an email. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. So the best way for me to do a video in the future is by you sending me an email. If you send me comments, sometimes the comments get lost, and so I'm not able to find them right away because I get so many comments. I'm starting to get a lot of emails, but the good thing about an email is I can always revert back to the email. I can star the email, flag the email, and read it at a later date. Okay, so let's take a look at the question he has. Why is Social Security helping people who are now applying for Social Security getting help promptly? Okay, so what he's talking about here, Social Security Fairness Act, the way that it works is that right now the Social Security Administration says if you've already applied, you don't need to apply again. If you've had your benefits reduced, you don't need to apply again. And it'll take a year or more for us to update everything that needs to be updated, send you a retroactive payment, as well as start sending you the monthly increase. And that's as a result of weapon GPO being eliminated. However, if you are applying today for the very first time, you will get your benefits and it won't have that reduction of weapon GPO. Okay, so in essence, you're going to be receiving more. And so more than you would have received just a couple of months ago. And so that has some people upset. I can understand your frustration because some people have already applied and they're like, well, for years and years, they've been reducing my benefits. Why am I not at the front of the line? Well, the only thing that I can really say about that is there's really no other way for them to do this. Because if you are in that situation where you're applying for the first time, just think of this. If you're applying for the first time, the law has changed. Weapon GPO is no longer, you can no longer use weapon GPO. So they can't reduce your benefits. And so the only alternative, the alternative would be for them to say, okay, you've applied, let's say you apply in February. Well, we're not going to be able to give you your benefits for another 6 months because we're working on all these other cases where we're recalculating their benefits. So we're going to give them their benefits first. So that means that you would have to wait 6 months. If you're applying today, you'd have to wait 6 months to receive your benefits. That doesn't really seem fair as well. And then on top of that, then they'll have to recalculate your benefits. Because what they've done is they said, okay, well, we put you off for 6 months, and now we have to calculate your benefits and then send you a retroactive payment for 6 months and then start your increase. So you see, it's kind of counterintuitive. So although it doesn't seem like it's fair, it's really the only way that they can do it because the law now states that you no longer have weapon GPO reducing your benefits. And so they have to abide by that law. And so that's what they're doing for people who are applying right now. Okay, so let's go back here. It says, and making people who have been getting their Social Security for years have to wait a year to get their increase because of the Social Security Fairness Act. Why are they not being helped first? This is unfair. And then it says, don't tell, and I think it's supposed to say, don't tell those of us that it's because of low staffing, no funds to help, hiring freeze, etc. And so I think I went over the main issue. The main issue in this situation is the fact that weapon GPO is eliminated. So now they're forced to. The Social Security Administration is forced to, at this point, if you are applying today, to not have weapon GPO reduce your benefits because they can't. So that's the reason why people are seeing and I won't call them an increase because it's not an increase for them because they're applying for the first time. They're just receiving their full benefits. And it's unfortunate, but the people who are waiting right now have been people who have been having their benefits reduced over the years. That's unfortunate, but realistically, Social Security can't really change the way that works. The only thing they can do is try to expedite the process, which I think hopefully with Congress will push them a little bit more so they can start getting these out as soon as possible. But right now, this is really the only way that they can do it, in my opinion. But I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's unfair? I would say yes. It looks, on its surface, it looks unfair. But how does the Social Security Administration handle these situations? Okay, how do they handle it? You guys let me know that in the comments below as well. And one more thing, Congress passed this bill through a discharge petition, didn't go through committee. So there are no rules. There's no rules and there's no funding. And so the Social Security Administration just had this put on their lap and said, hey, you need to deal with it. And so now they're trying to figure out how they're going to address this. But I do want to know how you guys feel about it. So do post in the comments below. You can also send me an email, david@thetecshow.com. That's all I have for today. Subscribe for more. Like the video if you like it, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.